back.
It is the Height Differential. That's the 6'6" Neil. I'm the 4'10" Nick. We are back. It's Wednesday.
I mean, I feel like
I'll take the blame for it.
I feel like it's been a year since we've been back, my guy.
It's been 1 week, not a
What
year.
I mean, the tens of our listeners are wondering if we're dead, alive. Like, what has happened in the last week?
I will say, at the football game yesterday, at the Cards game, people were asking, where was the Wednesday pod?
Do you care to apologize and explain yourself to our?
It's a busy week. It's homecoming week. We have our U of L's annual day giving, long hours, making money for the university.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't able to do a show on Wednesday. We should have recorded on Tuesday. I didn't think it through before that. Didn't get home to 10:30, 11 on Wednesday and Thursday night. So we weren't able to record. I apologize. I take the blame. Next year at this time, we will know better. But I thought you were going to cuss me out harder than this. This is pretty low key.
I mean, I wasn't sure if I needed to go on solo, if I needed to like branch off and do my own podcast, and we just call it the Height instead of the Differential.
Just call it the Height.
Just the Height.
Just some tall dude.
I didn't know what to do.
Tall dude.
I didn't know what to do because I thought you'd given up on this. Like it's been a hot minute since you've been on this thing. But you know what? It takes a big man, even though you're small. It takes a big man to come on here and apologize to them.
Just being real. It's not a height thing. It's not a height thing. You can be 2 feet tall and be real.
I appreciate that.
I'll take the blame.
Yep.
And we are here, and we are not going anywhere. And follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all of them. Subscribe so you know when you're getting new episodes, and when they don't appear on Thursday morning when on your way to work, then hit us up on Facebook and cuss us out and tell us, hey, where's the new app?
No, they should. They should.
But we are here today.
We're here.
And
it's not a good day.
No, it is not. It is not. It's been a long day. We were both in Cincinnati. I don't know if we really want to start with that because I feel like that might get the pod off on a bad start and get us in a bad mood. I feel like we should probably start with some college football, get that covered, and then we'll get to the NFL, so we're not just pissed off the whole time.
Yeah,
we're doing the show. But
I guess that's fair to our listeners. We should probably just not start with anger.
Yeah, the main thing today. I've asked this for the last couple weeks. Brian Kelly's seat's getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's called when you're gone. Like, it's scorching? Is it eviscerated? Nope. I don't know what's happening, but
I think it's toast.
It is reported that he is no longer the head coach at LSU.
I mean, when your seat gets that hot and you get fired, I think you're called toast.
Toast.
You got toasted, bruh. You got toasted.
So 4 seasons at LSU.
Yeah.
Just 34-13.
Yeah.
That's barely a 71% winning percentage. They've lost 3 of their last 4, all in the SEC. Chants were in the stadium yesterday, fire Kelly. And
they did.
They were leading at halftime, and then Concepcion gets that punt return touchdown, and it was just all A&M, and that was all she wrote for Brian Kelly. I think he's got, $54 million still left on his contract?
I mean, the money, these buyouts are just insane these days. I mean, when you compete in the SEC and you're expected to win national titles, you can't get left behind. So, I mean, you're right. They were up, let's see here, it was 18-14 at halftime, and then they all of a sudden give up 35 straight points to A&M, to Mike Elko and the Aggies. And at home, you can't lose that game at home. Not when it's that important. You're coming off the loss at Vandy, season's on the line, and all of a sudden you lose another one at home. Can't happen.
No, and we talked about this last week. A&M is they were the number 3 team in the country, but we both felt like they were under the radar, and they're not. I don't think they're under the radar anymore. Marcel Reed threw for 200, ran for 100 more, made some mistakes, but I mean, some people are now talking about him potentially being in the Heisman race, but I mean, I don't know. Like I didn't think the Brian Kelly hiring 4 years ago was a great hire. I'm not big on Brian Kelly, and I mean, he came in with the fake accent, and it just
That's the
started off
thing.
weird from
It's
the
just
beginning.
that's what I was gonna say. It just started off weird with him doing those recruit videos and him doing the whatever this nonsense is, and he's spinning around with a recruit and getting that fake accent in the pep rally, like me and my family. Like, no, bro, like, come on. Like, what like it just got off on the wrong foot from there. Like, it was just fake from the beginning. It just didn't seem to mesh. I mean, he was okay. He was fine.
I mean, look at
LSU
the
won.
talent they've had. Look at the talent they've had.
No, I know. Like he was fine. It wasn't a complete disaster, but it's not up to LSU standards. And
Of course not.
I mean, in LSU standards, to me, I mean, that year when they had Ed Orgeron and Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Jefferson and Edwards Alaire and like that team, like that was success to them. Like they won the national title and they just dominated along the way. And ever since then, it's just been average.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Like, the talent on that team was just lightning in a bottle.
I mean, it was probably
And
one of the top
you
three
don't
teams in college
yeah.
football history,
You
but
don't you don't put teams like that together every year, and if that's your I mean, obviously, your expectation is to compete for a national title, but that team was just above and beyond anything else. Look, I mean, they've had talent the last 4 years. I mean, look at all the guys they've put in the league, and they just haven't won to the level, that they were expected. Nussmeier has underperformed this year. Their whole offense has underperformed. Their
correct.
big win this year was against a Clemson team who is I mean, we've
Or
seen
not
what Clemson
Clemson.
has done this
Yeah.
year,
No,
and that game was just a slugfest. So, no, they haven't been impressive this year. I wondered if he would make it through the season, and he's not going to. And so now you have the LSU opening, you have the Penn State opening, you have the Florida opening, you have
Virginia
what,
Tech,
Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, Arkansas probably. So,
UCLA, and probably Wisconsin, and then you think about where
but
the
up
dominoes fall. Like you think about where the dominoes fall. It's like you hear Lane Kiffin's name being mentioned from Ole Miss going to Florida, and if that falls, then Ole Miss is open. That's a top right now, a top 10 job probably.
why
Like
would you leave if you were Lane Kiffin? Why would you leave? You're having success at Ole Miss. The pressure at Ole Miss is way less. He's getting paid.
it's all
He's
about
having
money. I
success
mean,
there.
yeah, he's getting paid, but are you going to get paid more?
I mean, yeah, I guess you are. And like we've talked about this over and over. Like if you get offered a job for $100 million and 90% of it's guaranteed, just like what Brian Kelly is going through right now, you take that job because sometimes the best thing to do is just suck and get your paycheck. And
I want to be a fired if I could pick my dream job, I would want to be a fired college football coach.
1000%.
Make me a fired college football coach. Give me
Well, any
$50 million
coach.
to just go away. Like Jimbo Fisher, I'm pretty sure from A&M has the highest buyout of all time. And what did he get paid? Like almost 70,
I mean,
$80 million just to go away?
it's all like, but it's not just college football. It's all coaches.
And it
Like,
just seems like college football is like the extreme. Like it is the pinnacle. Like there's nobody that's getting paid as much as fired college football coaches in any
no,
profession.
but you know who's not going to get fired?
Who that? Kirk Signetti?
Your boy Sig. And and let me say this.
Yeah.
Like, we've talked about Indiana plenty on this show,
Yeah.
but I just absolutely love how they just kick your teeth in.
Yeah.
And that's what good teams should do.
That's exactly right. That's what good teams do. If you're number 2 in the country and you're playing a UCLA team who got off to what were they 0-4 to start the year?
They were after
They
4 games, they were viewed as the worst team in the country
Yeah,
potentially.
and they fired what
Deshaun Foster.
Deshaun Foster, and then all of a sudden they caught lightning in a bottle. And they beat Penn State, they beat Michigan State.
But we don't know how good Penn State is. We don't know how good Michigan
I
State
know.
is.
But they did. They caught a little lightning in a bottle. Also, they got some momentum, and they go to IU. They're feeling good about themselves. You know what good teams do? They kick your freaking butts. That's what
Well, they
they do.
started with a pick 6, right?
Yeah, second play of the game, a pick 6, Fisher, All-American linebacker, touchdown, and ever since then we have Heisman Mendoza. That's the new term, Heisman Mendoza. That's what
Oh,
we're going with. I mean,
but
why
you
not?
you see but you see Sig's interview pregame,
I did.
and they're talking about, UCLA's coming hot. Are you a little scared to be facing them? Which is not a great question. Because why, would you be scared of UCLA?
If you're number 2, you should not be scared of UCLA.
But Sig's response is just like, no. Why would I be scared? We can't play scared.
There's no time to be scared.
And we're just gonna go boat race this team.
And they did.
And
They
we're
won by 50.
We're gonna tell it and they've got multiple. They got 3 wins by 50+ points this year, 2 of them in the Big Ten. Like, I don't know.
That's
Like,
the sign, but that's the sign of a good team, is you dominate the teams you're supposed to dominate, and you win against other good teams like the Oregons of the world. You go into Oregon, you grind it out, you win a tough game on the road against a national championship contender. But when you get the Michigan States and the UCLAs and the Rutgers and the whoever else, you dominate them, and that's what they're doing. They're just absolutely kicking ass.
well, and everybody talks about Heisman Zoza, and like, he was good. He threw for 3 tutties, but he only threw for 170 yards because they didn't need him.
Nope.
But their defense does not get talked about.
No, I mean, they're one of the best defensive teams scoring wise. Like, they're top 3 scoring defenses in the country.
And what they have: Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Purdue. Who are they going to lose to?
I mean, their toughest game, I think, is still at Penn State, but is that even really tough anymore? I don't know. Like, Penn State has talent. I know Aller he's out for the year, but I mean, they still have talent there. Like, that's still going to be your toughest game because it's on the road. But outside of that, they're not losing.
Double-digit favorite in that game.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
They're double-digit favorites the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Every game.
No.
And it's Indiana. It's Indiana.
Who cares?
I texted you this stat yesterday. They're 8-0 for the second straight year. Only 2 teams in the country have started the last 2 seasons 8-0. Neither one of them traditional powerhouses. The other one, BYU.
BYU's more of a traditional powerhouse. I mean, they had Steve Young.
They're not a powerhouse.
No, not a powerhouse, but they have
leave that alone.
They are more respectable than IU football.
Without question, but that's different than a powerhouse.
Correct.
Like, if you said, who do you think's 8-0 the last 2 years, you're going to think your Ohio States, or your Michigans, or your Alabamas. BYU and Indiana are not that. BYU came from was not favored in this game. Iowa State came in as the favorite. They had the lead at half, and then BYU just came from behind, and Bachmeier had another great game, dude. Threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for 50 more, and rushed for a touchdown. I love watching this freshman play. I don't know. I want to have a Bear Bachmeier segment every single time, because he's just not a traditional QB, and it's fun to watch him play. He looks like a fullback playing quarterback, and his number screams fullback even more.
Was he 47?
It's like Moose Johnson back there at quarterback.
What's his number? 47?
47. But, I mean, BYU and Indiana, the only 2 teams to go 8-0 the last 2 years.
That's crazy. I mean, it's right. I mean, as you said, there's nobody on Indiana's schedule that's going to slow them down. Ohio State, Indiana, let's get it on in Indianapolis, December 6th. Let's do it.
Well, and you look at BYU the rest of the way. They still got Texas Tech. They still got TCU. They still got Cincinnati. And they still got UCF. So they are not going to be favored in all 4 of those games, I wouldn't think, considering they weren't even favored yesterday. So I would expect them probably not to run the table, but I don't know who's going to beat Indiana.
I mean, Ohio State's the only one I could think of at this point.
But how bad do you want to see that game?
Well, I want to see it tomorrow.
Like, it's in Indy, right?
It is in Indy.
I mean, how fun is that game going to be?
I mean, it's a 40-minute drive from Bloomington, and it's not that far from, Columbus, Ohio either. And Ohio State fans, they'll travel. I mean, they're used to this. They've been the Big Ten title game multiple years, so they're used to this. So, I mean, it is going to be fun because, like I said, it's right in Indiana's backyard. It's in the heart of Indiana. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to see it. I want to see it.
We're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but the fact that they don't play each other in the regular season, dude, I think they're the best 2 teams in the country.
There's no doubt.
I mean, Ohio State's defense against that offense, and then, I mean, dude, People just need to be talking more about Indiana's defense.
I guess like they should be. Like I said, they're and when it comes to scoring defense, they're one of the top 3, I think, in the country. Like they are really good on defense.
And you look at the rest of the games yesterday, South Carolina looked like they potentially might pull the upset at home against Alabama. Tom Simpson wasn't as good as he's been the last couple weeks, but they get 15 points in the fourth quarter and figure out a way to win that one and remain unbeaten in the SEC. Oregon with the slugfest against a bad Wisconsin team. Dante Moore got hurt in that game, so we'll see what's going on with him. And Georgia Tech, another undefeated team. Haynes King throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and they just put it on Syracuse.
I mean, no, like they're get me wrong, Georgia Tech's good. Haynes King's good. Dwayne Haynes, like he's a great running back. But like they played like their best win is that Clemson game. And they won on a last second field goal. But other than that, like they haven't been tested. I need them to
Well,
be tested.
I mean, they could have easily lost that Wake Forest game.
Yeah, easily. I
Yeah,
mean, they were down big and they come back and win in overtime.
but we'll see. I mean, their remaining schedule is NC State, BC, Pitt, and then they get Georgia. Uh, but I mean, to get to the ACC championship, they just need to beat NC State, BC, and Pitt, which
Yeah,
is definitely doable.
it is doable. No, you're right.
And I guess the game of the day yesterday was probably Ole Miss and Oklahoma. Ole Miss went up and looked like they might 2 weeks in a row kind of give up the lead late. You know, last week they let Georgia come back and win. Looked like they might do the same to Oklahoma, but they kind of regrouped. And I don't know. John Mateer still doesn't look 100% to me. Was missing throws. They're late in the game, but Ole Miss holds on for an 8-point win. Ole Miss, number 8 in the country. They're going to move up a little bit. Maybe they're a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean that's a great win by Ole Miss. You know, going on the road to Oklahoma. You know, they got up early. They were up 22 to 10 early. Oklahoma came back, took the lead, and then you know counteractive of what they did last weekend, where they got shut out in the fourth quarter and let Georgia come back and just dominate them in the fourth quarter. Ole Miss in this fourth quarter outscored Oklahoma 9-0, and they got that 8-point win. So great job by Ole Miss on the road, big time win. You know, in their schedule, the rest of the way kind of lightens up too. Like this was, I think, they're probably their last big test. So I expect them to be in that SEC title game and probably solidify themselves for the college football playoff. You know, Trinidad Chambliss threw for 315 yards yesterday. I mean, Ole Miss right now they're in the driver's seat. Like they've got to me one of the easiest paths to the college football playoff.
Yeah, they just South Carolina, Citadel, Florida, and Mississippi State. That's the remaining 4 games. You know, Chambliss was so good last week for 3 quarters, and he really struggled in that fourth, but came back and, like you said, he threw for 300 yards. And I don't know, his story, I think, is one of the better stories in college football this year. You know, wasn't expected to start. Their starting quarterback got hurt in the Kentucky game, and he's really just stepped in. And, you know, he was talked about being a Heisman candidate potentially a couple weeks ago. I don't know if he's still in that conversation, but he's really kind of he's playing as one of the best quarterbacks in the league in college football right now. And Lane Kiffin, I mean, you got to give him credit. He's doing a good job there at Ole Miss, and that's why he's going to be talked about for all these openings. But I just don't know why you leave. I really don't.
I mean, like I
Unless,
said,
but you get the bag. You get the bag. The bag talks, right?
it is all about the money.
And continuing to go through the scoreboard, Miami bounced back. They were down early against Stanford, but then had scored 42 straight points. So they bounced back from the loss to Louisville. And the other big game of the day where game day was Missouri at Vanderbilt. I mean, felt like it was 3-3 the entire game.
Yeah.
But Vanderbilt ends up winning 17-10. Like they have the most wins over top 15 teams in the country, and it's Vanderbilt. They have 3 wins over top 15 teams.
I mean, that's insane. Like you're Vanderbilt. Like, what are you doing? Like what? But no, like they came in number 10 in the country against number 15 Missouri team. Missouri's had a nice season so far, but I mean, it was a slugfest. Like you said, it felt like it was 3-3 forever because it was. It was 3-3 at halftime. Going into the third quarter, Vandy took a 10-3 lead at the end of the third, and both teams scored a touchdown in the fourth, and Vandy ended up winning 17-10. And then Missouri had that Hail Mary that was ruled incomplete originally, but actually was caught at the 2-inch line. So, I mean, we were very, very close to going to overtime. But Not the best day for Diego Pavia. I mean, he was 10 of 19, only 129 yards, no touchdowns and a pick, and he ran for
He
20
ran
yards.
he
Yeah,
ran for a touchdown,
yeah, he did run for
and it was a big one.
he ran for a but 20 yards on the ground. It wasn't his best game, but it was a slugfest.
I mean, they had 13 total first downs. Like, we talked about Texas last week against Kentucky, they had 8. Like, they had 13 total first downs. They had 265 yards of total offense. Their offense was not great by any means. But what do we talk about week after week? Good teams figure out ways to win, and Pavia made plays down the stretch, their defense made plays, and they were an inch away from going to OT. Like, we talked about this on the drive to Cincinnati. It kinda reminded me of the Kevin Dyson play with the Titans in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
yeah.
It was more of a Hail Mary than that, and it was probably a little closer to the goal line than that play.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was I mean, like you said, it was an inch away, but sometimes, you get the breaks and you gotta win. Like, that's the bottom line is you have to win. In college football, to get the playoff, you win. Vanderbilt won. It was an ugly game, wasn't their best game, but they found a way to win, and that's the bottom line.
Hey, when did we talk about our boy Scott Satterfield?
I was about to say that. How about the Cincinnati Bearcats? I mean, they're not only they're just rolling teams right now. I mean, they're ranked 21st in the country, but I feel like they're underrated, don't you?
Well, they opened the season with a loss to Nebraska,
And
and
that was a
they've won
bad loss.
7
I mean, that
straight
was ugly. An ugly
since
game that
then.
was. Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
they're dominating.
they go to Utah next week, a team who just absolutely put it on Dion in Colorado. So that'll be a tough test for them, and we'll see really how good they are. But you got to give Satterfield credit.
No, you absolutely have to give Satterfield. I mean, like, he's struggled since he's been in Cincinnati for the last this is his, what, 3rd year? Like, they didn't make the bowl. They started out hot last year and ended up losing their last several games of the season, didn't make a bowl game. And then they open up the season this year. Like, I mean, he was on the hot seat going into the season. And then you open up the season with a ugly game against Nebraska in Kansas City. They lose 20-17. But since then, they've just absolutely been on a hot streak. Like they beat Baylor 41-20 last week, 49-17 at Oklahoma State. They win against Central Florida by 2 scores, Iowa State by a touchdown. They go to Kansas and win. Like, they're on a roll. And their schedule, I mean, if they can get by Utah, which Utah is ranked 24th, they're at Utah. That'll be their toughest test. They have BYU, probably their other remaining tough game at home. I mean, you're looking at a team in Cincinnati that could potentially, they should be in the Big 12 title game.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't expect them to win at Utah next week.
Don't count them out. Don't count them
No.
out.
Another team that just keeps winning ugly games, and I don't think they're very good at all, is Texas gets 24 points in the fourth quarter to force overtime, and they were down 17 points twice in the fourth. I think at one point after they scored a touchdown to cut it to 10, and then Mississippi State went straight down the field and extended the lead back to 17. They were like a 1% chance to win. End up getting to overtime, and Arch Manning gets hurt. And Matthew Caldwell throws a touchdown, and they win their second consecutive game in overtime. At least this time they had to move the ball in overtime instead of taking advantage of the stupid rule where they can go backwards 4 yards and kick a field goal to win the game.
Yeah, like, I don't know what to make of Texas, to be honest with you. Like,
They're not very good.
they're
That's it.
they're
That's
not.
what's to make it.
Like, the hype coming into the season is they were expected to be, a national title contender, and to me, they're just not. But they're 6-2 on the season. They're 3-1 in the SEC. They just find ways to win, and they're winning on the road. They're coming back, like you said, like, against the Kentucky game was absolutely just terrible college football. And then Mississippi State, like, they were dead and buried, and all of a sudden here they come back again. Every time you think you can count them out, all of a sudden, like, they still find a way to win. And we talked about good teams finding a way to win. I don't think they're a good team, but they're finding ways to win.
Against bad teams.
Yeah, they are.
Against bad
That's
teams.
true.
These are not games that they have way more talent than Mississippi State. They have way more talent than Kentucky. Arch Manning actually threw for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. He got hurt there in overtime. We'll see if he remains out and is able to play next week. But I mean, you're squeaking out overtime wins against Kentucky and Mississippi State. I mean, the numbers last week were just the fact that they won that game that's more on just Kentucky being terrible than Texas being good. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No.
So
Yeah, you're right.
so what did you wanna do? Did you wanna do a 1 to 12?
Let's
A
go.
little back and forth?
Yeah, like we're coming down here to we're over midway through the season. College football is kind of shaping up. We get kind of a feel of who's good, who's not good. So let's do a little draft. Like last week we did the your top 10 in the NFL. Let's draft our college football playoff.
You went first last week.
Yep.
So,
All right. Let's see what you got. Who's your first pick? 12 team.
dude, I'm going Indiana. I'm going Indiana. 100%.
You stole my thunder.
I'm going Indiana. I I know I've said it several times, but I just love how they put it on them. I love how they give you no chance. They beat teams that are inferior and just put them away, and I just love what they're doing. I think Ohio State has the best defense in the country. There's no doubt. But if those 2 teams will played right now, I'm taking Indiana.
I mean, I have no argument against that. I like you're absolutely right. I think, Indiana
Which is
is
just so insane to think about.
think about this. Your number 1 overall pick in the college football playoff, which basically means who's your pick to win the national championship, is what we're kind of talking about, is the Indiana Hoosiers.
It's not real life. This is we're in,
It's a fantasy. This is fantasy.
we're in some kind of fantasy world.
Like it's like fantasy football. But I mean, we mentioned them. My pick number 2, I'm gonna go with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Their defense is just unfreaking believable. They're getting better every week. They're getting better on offense. I mean, there's no slowing them down. They're winning. They're winning everywhere. So I'm going Ohio State number 2.
I'll go Bama 3. I know they squeaked it out yesterday. I know A&M's ranked ahead of them, but I'm going Bama 3.
Not bad. Not bad. I do like that. I mean, Bama. I mean, before
Look, and this is
yesterday's.
what Mike Elko wants. Like, we're still disrespecting them, right?
Not yet. Not yet. I mean, I agree with the Bama. I I would not put Bama 3 only because they did kind of squeak one out
Well,
yesterday. They were
so
rolling
who's
teams
your
before
4th?
that.
You can pick whoever you want to be 4th.
Oh, I am. I'm this is why I'm disagreeing with you. I'm saying Mike Elko and the Texas A&M Aggies should have been 3, but thank you for putting in my lap, and I will take them at number 4. Like I
Alright,
expected it.
I guess
I honestly thought LSU was going to win that game yesterday. With LSU coming off
why?
that Vandy loss,
Why?
their season on the line, and for Texas A&M to go into Baton Rouge at night in that atmosphere and just put up 35 straight in the second half to win and just kick the crap out of LSU. I'm going Mike Elko and A&M at number 4.
In no world did I think that LSU was gonna beat A&M. No world.
I did. Why not? LSU. I mean, A&M just beat Arkansas by 3 the week before.
They
And with
won.
A&M with everything on the line
They
for A&M,
won.
Brian Kelly coaching for his job and LSU playing for their
He's
basically
been
their
coaching for his
season,
job all year.
playing for their season. I thought LSU at night in Baton Rouge, one of the toughest places to play in college football is Baton Rouge at night.
Well,
With all that
you
was
thought
at
wrong.
stake, and for them to come in and just dominate, no, that's fine. That's fine. All right, what you got at 5?
I guess I'm going Georgia 5.
Georgia.
It gets tougher. I think
Georgia.
yeah,
God.
it gets a little tougher after the 4.
No. I'm going Oregon at 6. I mean, their only loss, I know, was at home to IU, but I mean, IU obviously is the cream of the crop as you put them number 1. Oregon, I'm putting Oregon right up there. Their offense is, I know they struggled the other day, but I'm putting Oregon right there as one of the top 6 teams in the country. I'm going 6 Oregon or 5 Oregon. What am I, 6?
I mean, this is
6 Oregon.
this is where you get into your Ole Misses, your Georgia
Yeah,
Techs, your
see now it gets
your BYUs, your
Yep.
Miamis. I
Yep.
mean, I would have had Miami in the top 3 for sure until the loss last week against Louisville.
We'll put Louisville in them. Why don't you put Louisville in your top 3 then?
I mean, I still think Miami's really good. I just don't know if I can trust Carson Beck. Notre Dame, I think, probably is playing as well as anybody right now. But if I'm going 7, I like the way Ole Miss bounced back. I think Trinidad Chambliss is playing really well. I'm going to go Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss at 7.
All right. Thank you for leaving me with my number 8 choice because I would have put them ahead of Ole Miss. Let's go with the Vanderbilt Commodores and Diego Pavia. up to number 9 now in the AP poll that came out today. I mean, they've got the swagger, they got the confidence, they got the talent. Let's go Doors.
So the Doors at 8, and I
9,
think I'll
8,
go
9. I don't know. What are
at
we at?
at 9, I'm gonna go the Irish. You know, first 2 games this season were both close losses. I think they're playing as well as anybody in the country right now. Their running game is as good as anybody in the country. I'm gonna go Notre Dame.
Number 10, I don't wanna do it. Should I do it? I don't wanna do it.
I don't think I'd do it. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think I'd do it.
What am I talking about? What's your guess?
Georgia Tech.
I'm not sold on Georgia Tech.
They're not gonna be in my 12. I will
Give
just say that.
me what are we on, 10? 9, 10?
You're on 10.
Alright, I won't do it yet. Let's go the Tennessee Volunteers. I mean,
Really?
they absolutely just put it on Kentucky yesterday, at Kentucky on the road. You know, they came off a tough loss against, Alabama. They hung in for the first half on that game until they threw that pick 6 at halftime when they were trying to go up, but give me the Tennessee Volunteers. I think they're a pretty good team. We'll
I
go
mean, I love Joey Aguiar. I do.
yeah, I think Tennessee probably we're gonna go 10 Tennessee.
I mean, take the fact that we're at 11 and we still haven't said Miami when they were in the conversation as the best team in the country. I think we got to have them in the top 12. So I'll go Miami at 11.
Okay.
Who's the final one?
I don't wanna do it.
Then don't do it.
I gotta do it. I don't wanna do it.
What are you doing here?
I mean, I don't wanna do it.
Then don't do it.
I gotta do it.
Then do it.
Cincinnati Bearcats.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it, but I think the Cincinnati Bearcats are playing really, really good football, and they are just
So you
rolling teams.
so you're putting Cincinnati in above BYU, above Texas Tech,
Yeah,
above
yeah,
Georgia Tech.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can see all those. I don't know if I can see BYU. Do they not play each other? Yeah, they
They
do.
do. They do.
And
They
wait,
play,
and
BYU at home. They're at home
yeah,
in
the
a
second
couple
to
weeks.
last game of the season.
Yeah, couple weeks.
So we went Indiana, Ohio State, Bama, A&M, Georgia, Oregon, Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, and what we do after Vanderbilt?
I had Tennessee, you had Notre Dame.
And then I had Miami, and you had
Cincinnati. I
Cincinnati.
didn't wanna do it.
Wow.
I didn't wanna do it, but I had to do it. I think Cincinnati is right now, they're playing quality football. I think they're playing some of the top I mean, they're top 12 team. Like, the football they're playing, they're playing good.
I mean, there's no doubt. They've won 7 in a row. Yeah, they're playing good. I don't know if I'm putting them in the top 12 yet.
I mean, Virginia's not. I think Virginia's frauds.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean,
I think
they shouldn't have won at Louisville. I mean, all the turnovers
no,
just
and the
they
other
just gave
it can't make my 12th choice, and, you know, I didn't wanna be a homer because I think Louisville's probably a little bit better than Cincinnati. I'm gonna put maybe Louisville in the conversation, Texas Tech's in that conversation. You know, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Louisville, they're all right there around that 12th spot, so I didn't wanna be the homer, but I also didn't wanna
You were basically the anti-homer.
I didn't wanna give it to Sat, but Sat
You were the anti-homer.
you gotta give credit where credit's due, and Sat's doing a great job in Cincinnati.
He absolutely is, and I don't think a ton of people were excited that he got the job there a couple years ago. I
No.
think after the first 2 years, they were even less excited that he was the head coach, and with all that, everybody I mean, I'm sure a lot of the fan base was cheering for them to struggle again so they can get rid of him, but,
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing it.
They're doing it. They're stuck with it.
Is it time to get depressed a little bit?
Yeah. It's that time. It's depression o'clock, Nick.
So we were there. Cincinnati Bengals saved their season last Thursday with a win over Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers in the Icy Hot Bowl. And then you're 3-4. You got a chance to get to 500 against the 0-7 Jets.
Like, one of the worst teams probably in football history without
That's saying a lot, but there's been a lot of 0-7 teams in NFL history.
they're bad.
They're bad.
Without Sauce Gardner, their top corner. Without Garrett
Without Garrett
Wilson,
Wilson.
their top wide receiver. With a quarterback that they benched last week, and the only reason he had to play is because Tyrod Taylor was hurt. their owner came out and said basically he sucks. And they put up 500 yards. They put up 500 yards on.
I mean, you're up 24-10. You're up 31-16. And then you're up 38-24 with 10 minutes to go. Can't lose. Just bottom line, you can't lose this game. And I mean, I am not a Zach Taylor homer. He's had success. I give him credit for that. A lot of that has to do with Joe Burrow being the quarterback. But this loss is absolutely inexcusable. A must-win game. You're up 14 with less than 10 minutes to go against an 0-7 team. And there was one possession where you're trying to run clock and they throw it 3 times. Like, we talked about this in the Louisville game yesterday. Like, run the ball. Run the ball.
And they had success running the ball today.
Yes. You cannot lose a game against an 0-7 team when you're up by 14.
No.
With less than 10 to go. Is it fireable? Is it fireable?
Yeah. I don't. If he's not fired by midnight tonight, it's.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you it ain't gonna happen.
I know it, and I hate it. I hate it because we have the worst owner in all the sports. Like, nobody likes Mike Brown. Nobody. The fans don't like Mike Brown. The other owners don't like Mike Brown. Like, you look at, like, when they do rule changes and stuff, and they say, oh, like, this rule passed 31-1. Who's the one? It's Mike Brown. Nobody likes Mike Brown. He votes against
flat out say nobody likes him. You don't know that.
I will put it on the line that nobody likes Mike Brown. Nobody. Who likes Mike Brown? Who likes Mike Brown? Who likes the Brown family? Nobody. They're terrible.
I mean, dude, his dad is like one of the most legendary, like, NFL figures in history.
He's not his dad.
I get that.
He's cheap.
He is cheap.
Like, they're terrible. The Brown family doesn't know what they're doing. It's just bad. Like, they're terrible. They're terrible people. They're great.
You got to give me more substance than just saying they're terrible people.
No, they're good.
You got to give me more than that.
They might be good people, but they don't know ball. They don't know ball.
You really don't think that they know football?
No. His dad
just
did.
Flat out, they don't know football. Like, you know football better than the Browns do.
I do, yes. I don't like his dad knew football. Mike Brown doesn't know football. Katie Blackburn doesn't know football. Jessica Blackburn or whatever Katie Blackburn's daughter doesn't know football.
All right, we're getting in the weeds here.
They don't know football.
We're getting in the weeds here when we're talking about the Blackburns.
I mean,
I don't think we need to go to the Blackburn level on this.
That's who's next in line. That's who's going to take over the team when Mike Brown dies or quits.
Like, if you want to clown Duke Tobin for this team that he put together when you didn't improve the defense at all,
and then you're like, have a general manager, Nick. Nick, we don't have a general manager.
He is the general manager.
No,
I know it's not a title, but he is the general manager.
Player development. Duke Tobin doesn't know ball either.
But like all time today, you're talking about Al Golden, and Al Golden should be fired.
You should right now.
I don't think he's doing I don't think Al Golden is doing a good job.
He sucks.
But you can't expect to bring the same exact defense that you had last year. That was the worst defense in all of football. Throw in 2 rookie linebackers and expect it to be better. It's like sprinkling fairy dust on your defense and hoping that it gets better.
It shouldn't get worse.
They give up 500 yards to the Jets.
It shouldn't get worse. Last year,
you have 2 rookie linebackers now that have never played in the NFL. You benched your veteran linebacker.
Well, you want Jermaine Pratt, the guy that we cut, that got cut by the Raiders, who's probably a practice squad member of the Colts now. You want Jermaine Pratt back because he's so good? Because he's so good?
That's not what I'm saying.
No.
I want you to go find a linebacker.
You brought back everybody on a really bad defense. But you blame the defensive coordinator. Like, all right, we're going to get rid of Lou.
Some blame, yes.
Yeah, all right, so we're going to get rid of Lou. He's the blame. So we're going to bring back the same guys. Like, you know what? Al Golden, like, he can do stuff. He can do more with this talent that we have. He can do more. No, you know what he did? You know what he did? That was the thought process. You know what he did? He made them worse. So no, Al Golden sucks. He doesn't he doesn't belong in this level. He's got his little he's got his tie. He's like the Miami head coach. He's got that little tie on the sideline. Like, no, get out. Go back to college. Get off my NFL team. You're terrible. This defense is terrible. You don't give up 500 yards and 39 points to the 0-7 Jets. Get off
and
my
a
field.
quarterback who wouldn't have started if Tyrod Taylor was healthy.
And your number one receiver's out. You don't let the Jets run for 200 yards. You don't let them have 500 yards of offense. Get off my field. Al Golden is terrible. Terrible. I would take Lou Anarumo back right now. Right now. For a first-round pick. Give me Lou Anarumo back for a first-round pick and get Al Golden off my freaking sideline.
Think that's that hot of a take to say that you would take Lou back? But you were wanting Lou gone last year. I mean, at least Lou has some
Lou
credentials.
doesn't lose to the Jets. Lou doesn't lose to the Jets.
I mean, their defense was awful last year.
They didn't. How many times last year they give up 500 yards? Because it's happened twice this year. It's happened twice.
I mean, what was the numbers I gave you? They, in the first 56 seasons, they were 54-4 when they scored 38 plus points. 54-4 when they scored 38 plus. In the last 2 seasons, they are 1-3.
I mean,
so
something has to change. Like something, and it's the coaching. Get rid of Zach Taylor today. Get rid of Al Golden today. Put Dan Pitcher, whatever his name is, put him as my head coach, and I don't care. Get some bum off the street and bring him in as our defensive coordinator. I don't care who it is, but get Al Golden off of my sideline.
But the bottom line is, though, milk the clock. Run like Samaje Perine averaged 10 yards a carry. Chase Brown averaged 6 yards a carry, and you throw it on.
No, we're not blaming the offense. Nope, we're not blaming the offense.
I know, but like you're up, and you don't run it at all to kill clock.
Or here's the concept: just stop the Jets. Just stop them.
Yeah,
just stop them.
Feels like it should be pretty simple, but instead, Justin Fields probably had the best game of his NFL career.
I could have done what Justin Fields did today. You could have done what Justin Fields did today.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. There needs to be changes, and there needs to be changes right now. Now.
I don't disagree with you, but it's just not going to happen.
But you know why? Because we have the worst owner in football.
Because of the Browns.
Because of the Browns. Hate them. I hate them.
What else we got today? Now that are you done venting? Do you need more time?
No, I'm ready. Football's over for me. NFL football's over for me. College football, still great. We got the Cards. We got the Hoosiers. I'm still fine with college football. NFL football, dead. Don't care.
Yeah, so.
But, you know who's still rolling? Who's the best team in the league, Nick?
Who's the best team in the league? Were you going to say your Colts?
Hey, my Colts, but it is the Colts.
I mean, let me give you credit because you do deserve credit.
Baby. Come on. Where's the credit?
Look, we talk about the Hoosiers, man, and how they just put it on people. The Colts are doing the same thing.
Putting it on the bad teams. I
mean, 3 of their last 4 games, they beat the Raiders 40-6. I mean, the Chargers are not a bad team. They beat them by 2 scores.
Yep.
And then they beat the Titans 38-14.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see it coming. I don't think you saw this coming, even though you picked them to potentially win the AFC South. But wow.
I mean, a healthy Jonathan Taylor. He's one of the best running backs in the league. 12 carries, 153 yards on 12 carries, 2 touchdowns. Indiana Jones, comeback player of the year, basically. 21 of 29, 272, and 3 tutties. So, yes, I didn't see it being this good. I didn't think they were going to start off 7-1. I just said they were going to win the division. And not only are they going to win the division, they're on their way to being the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Yeah. No, I mean, they are. I don't think they end up being the number 1 seed, but
are they the best team in football?
No. And we'll do this on Wednesday, but
we will.
If you have the first pick, you're not picking the Colts.
I mean, we'll do a little trick or treat on Wednesday, but they're a treat. They're a treat.
There's something. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with them. And who saw the Dolphins just absolutely put on the Falcons this week? I mean, we were in Cincy, so we didn't get to watch much of that game, but
4 touchdowns for Tua today.
Yeah. So I mean, but must have been a good weather game because he struggled
It was
mightily last week.
I mean, it was in the dome. It was inside. It was indoors,
Myles Garrett gets 5 sacks, and it doesn't matter
and they still
as
got housed.
the Pats put it on the Browns 32 to
I mean,
13.
can we talk about them for a second? The New England Patriots. Like, they were the worst team in football last year. I think they had the number 1 pick. If not, they had the number 2 pick. They bring in Mike Vrabel, and all of a sudden, they look like the Tom Brady Patriots again. 6-2,
Come
first
on, dude.
place in the AFC East.
Come on, dude. Are you serious?
What? You gonna say I'm wrong?
The Tom Brady Patriots?
They look like the Tom Brady Patriots to me. Let's call him Drake Brady over here. Drake Brady?
They've won 5 games in a row. And they've beat the Panthers, the Bills, I'll give them that one, the Saints, the Titans, and the Browns. And you're over here calling Drake May Tom Brady.
I mean, 18-24, 282, and 3 tutties. I mean, they look like the 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 New England Patriots to me.
Man, keep drinking what you're drinking, dude.
I mean, they're first place in the AFC.
Look, I give Vrabel credit, but yeah, you need to cool your jets a little bit on that one.
Don't say Jets.
It's true. Now I'm back depressed again.
Don't say Jets. Don't say Jets.
Now I'm back depressed again.
No, but the Patriots are a rolling team. I mean, like you said, like good teams beat the crap out of the bad teams, and that's exactly what the New England Patriots are doing. So,
yeah. The Broncos, I mean, maybe they're legit, dude.
they're not. They're not. That was a good win today, but the Broncos are frauds. That's a trick. We'll talk about trick or treat, but that's a trick.
Yeah, and I mean, the Steelers and the Packers are playing right now, and the Steelers are wearing the ugliest uniforms in the history of the NFL.
It does look like somebody threw up on them.
What else we got? I think that's about it for the NFL. I'm still depressed about the Bengals. They suck.
They do. Season's over. But we have the World Series going on.
We do. And what, Yamamoto threw a second complete game as the Dodgers even the series.
Mm-hmm.
Be fun to watch that one go back to LA tomorrow night. I still don't see the Blue Jays beating the Dodgers, but
I mean, don't put it past them. Like the Blue Jays offense, they can get hot. I mean, they put up 9 in an inning on game 1. So I'm guessing Ohtani's starting game 3.
I think so, yeah.
Will he do a repeat performance of where he goes 3 homers and 6 shutout innings and 10 Ks?
Well, that's what I said. Like his next start, he's going to go 7 and strike out 13 and hit 14 home runs.
I wouldn't put it past them. Also, let's go. This is still on my mind about how bad of an ownership the Browns are and the Blackburns and the entire ownership of the Cincinnati Bengals.
You're bringing it back?
Did you see Corey Dillon's comments this week?
I did.
Hey,
I
Corey
did.
Dillon, we love Corey Dillon. We used to love Corey Dillon. We might not love him anymore, but we still love Corey Dillon a little bit.
No, I still love Corey Dillon.
Okay.
I mean, it's part of my childhood.
Probably is he the greatest running back in Cincinnati Bengals history?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
he's the only one on the wall.
Yeah. So today, Cincinnati Bengals Ring of Honor game. We induct who we induct? We had Dave Lapham,
Lamar Parrish,
Mr. Bengal, Dave Lapham, Lamar Parrish. And what happened during this weekends, like they invite all the other Ring of Honor inductees, the Boomer Esiasons, the Chad Ochocinco's, the Corey Dillons of the world. They invite them back to participate and be on the field and have this whole weekend for these former honorees. And I think it was last year, Boomer Esiason came out and talked about how cheap the Bengals were. About how, like they give us a room rate at the Radisson Inn or whatever nonsense that it might as well be a Red Roof Inn. I don't know what the hell they put them in. But they don't pay for the accommodations of these former legends that they invite back for this weekend. They don't pay for the accommodations. They give you a special room rate at the Cincinnati Radisson. Maybe they have a continental breakfast, maybe an indoor pool. I don't know. Maybe a spa. Who knows? But anyways, so it was a topic of discussion last year about how cheap the Bengals were. And then all of a sudden, Corey Dillon.
It wasn't last year. That was this year. That was his invite to this year's Ring of Honor.
I thought that was last year. Wait,
no, that was the invite for this year.
That was this year? Okay.
Yeah.
Corey Dillon comes out this past week. He goes to get on his flight at LAX. The Bengals made the flight reservation. And I don't know if it's true, Apparently maybe it was fabricated. Don't know. Wouldn't put it past him. I'm almost on the side of Corey Dillon because I know the Bengals are cheap. Goes to LAX to get on his flight. Bengals made the accommodations, and Mr. Dillon, that'll be $500, sir.
Look,
You got to pay for
I
the
don't.
flight. He's like, what? So he goes on Twitter and he just blasts the Bengals for making the reservations and all that and not paying for it. Told him to take his name off the stadium. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think there's probably a little bit of truth to what happened. I think Corey Dillon, to put it politely, can be fairly emotional with things. We've seen that throughout his career.
I mean, he was mad that he wasn't in the original Ring of Honor, like the first year. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you build this reputation. So, like, if you've always have taken care of your players.
Have we?
No, I said if you have always taken care of your players.
Yes.
Regardless of what happens here. Like, say they inadvertently didn't pay for this ticket.
How do you inadvertently not?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you had taken care of your players in the past.
Whoops, Mike Brown lost his wallet. Sorry.
Right. And this one slips through the cracks. You're not going to send that. You're not going to send that tweet.
Flips through.
But I'm just saying, like, it's because it's repeated behavior is why he reacted the way he did, regardless of he's right or he's wrong. It's just, this has been the way that the Bengals take care of their players throughout. And they cut corners at every chance they get to save a little bit of money.
Every chance.
And look, I give them credit for paying Burrow, for paying Chase, for paying Higgins, for paying Hendrickson. Like they did. They opened the wallet for those guys. But these are little things. Like these little things, they add up.
It's a $500.
And if you're not going to take care of your legends that are on the wall, who the hell are you going to take care of?
No, it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And it's not just the legends. It's the current players too. Like every year the NFL at the end of the season does the survey of like all the NFL players and they grade teams on this, and this, and this. The Bengals are like F in taking care of players' families, F in like locker room accommodations, F in, like whatever. Like they fail every test. Players have the most negative perception of their time in Cincinnati. And then we're the only team up until 4 years ago. We didn't even have an indoor practice facility, and we still don't. We have a hot air balloon. We're playing underneath a hot air balloon in the wintertime instead of going to the, UC, the University.
I mean, it's better than getting on a bus and going to UC.
Yeah, like we have a hot air balloon that we put our players under because we're too cheap to build an indoor practice facility. We're too cheap to take care of our current players' families. We're too cheap to, make our players feel comfortable in the locker room. We're too cheap to pay a $500 flight for our legends that built your franchise. The reason that fans keep coming back to your games, that laid the foundation, we can't a $500 flight or whatever it was for Corey Dillon to fly out from LAX. Like, come on. What are we doing?
I mean,
it's never going to get better. With the Browns in ownership, it will never get better. They cut corners every chance they get.
I mean, you're not wrong. I can't really add anything to that. I mean, what other team walks across the street with construction going to practice?
I hate it. I hate it.
No, you're right. I don't know. Like, obviously, we're emotional. This game sucked today. We talked about on the way to the game how, this isn't a Bengals podcast. We talk about everything. And if they we've talked about the Bengals because it's been relevant stuff. Like the game against the Steelers was relevant because you got Flacco and Rodgers. The Trey contract stuff was relevant. Joe getting hurt was relevant. Jake Browning sucking was relevant. If they just go and take care of business today, we're going to talk about the Bengals for 1 minute.
Yeah.
For 1 minute. We'll just say, hey, they took care of business. They're back to 500. Let's beat the Bears next week. Let's be 5-4 going to the bye, and let's roll. You're 5-4 after losing 4 in a row. Let's go. But instead, they do that.
They lose the worst team in basically NFL history.
Quit saying NFL history.
Could be.
I mean, they're not good. But they got a long way to go to be the worst team in NFL history, and they just beat a team who has some of the best weapons on offense as anybody in the league. And scores 38 points and can't win. I don't.
I I hate Cincinnati sports. Reds, Bengals. I want out. I'm gonna take
But
up.
you're not going to.
I need a new hobby. I'm gonna take up crocheting or something.
Well, we're going golfing tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a bowling league starting on Tuesday.
For
I'm getting out.
real.
Yep.
Little bowling action, huh?
Yeah. Why not? I'm getting out of this. I hate being fans of teams that suck.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I love playing. I'll bowl, but I don't love it.
I love bowling.
Where's
I'm gonna
this
start
bowling league?
taking crochet. I'm gonna knit a blanket or something on Sundays instead of going to Bengals games. I'm gonna sit on my couch. I'm gonna start crocheting a blanket.
Where's this bowling league?
Oh, we at the 10 pin lanes out there on St. Matthews. It's it's a co-ed bowling league. Me and my wife Erica and Bone and Brooke and Juice and Garrett, AK, Carl. I think that's about it. 8 of us. We're all in deep.
Rolling deep. So
I mean, it's better
y'all
than
have fun with
watching
that,
better than
and
watching
then
better than watching the Bengals. So that's my new hobby.
hey, I guess we do the Evans Halloween party returned on Friday, and I think it was a hit.
It was a great hit.
I think
Thank
we
you to
may have found
Bruce.
something.
Thank you to Bruce and Shirley. No, Shirley might have got. We might have overextended our welcome a little bit. I think Shirley was ready to go to bed. But Bruce,
Yeah.
Bruce was DJing as he usually does. Great time, great job by Bruce throwing the karaoke on, sing a little Johnny Cash. It was great. Loved it.
Yeah, he definitely didn't want it to end, but it was a good time. Some karaoke, some paper football.
You owe me
Some
$10,
paper
by the way.
football?
You owe me $10.
We'll see.
Paper football
see.
gambling. I think that's
We'll
allowed.
see.
I think that's allowed under NCAA rules. Paper football
I'm
gambling.
not sure if it is. You might wanna go back and erase that one.
It is not an NCAA sport.
We'll erase that
It's
in the
not
edit.
an NCAA sanctioned sport, so we are good. Paper football.
Also,
You owe me $10.
$1 for $10 exchange isn't
Bring
really a
cash.
great exchange.
Bring some cash next time.
Well, I didn't know that paper football was gonna break out, so I wasn't prepared. But, I took the blame for missing the show on Wednesday. I guess I'll take the blame for not bringing cash for the paper football games at the Evans Halloween party. I'm not taking the blame for whatever I watched in Cincinnati today.
You know who should take the blame?
Zach Taylor.
Tony Brown.
Well,
Uncle Steve.
I would say Zach Taylor, but
Uncle Steve. First game he's missed in 20 years. Wasn't there. Tony Brown had the opportunity to drive up. Didn't do it. It's their fault.
it is.
Because the vibes were high. Were the vibes high today?
Vibes are good. I was worried about it. I didn't know what it was gonna be like in the parking lot. The Jets at a 1:00 game, but vibes were high. The game started off well. Just never got enough separation, which kinda made you uneasy, and the Jets took advantage of a terrible Bengals defense there at the end.
And we should give a shout out to our tailgate partners. What's his name? Brett, new follower of the podcast.
Can you get somebody a shout out? Make sure you know their name.
Oh, I forgot. Brett. It was Brett. New follower of the podcast. He followed us on Twitter today at the tailgate. Brought us some couple Willy Wonka pop fizz shots or whatever they were. I'm happy.
Good stuff.
We
Good
owe
stuff.
We owe him, but
Good times were had. The Bengals suck.
yep.
It is what it is. Had a chance to get to 500. Didn't do it, but
We're on to basketball season. College football's
Well,
still rolling. NBA season started. College basketball starting right around the corner. I'm closing the book on the NFL.
but we'll be back on Wednesday. Make sure you're hitting that follow button on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Hit subscribe. Make sure you see when new episodes are coming. We're shooting for every Wednesday and Sunday. We'll try to keep that going from here on out. But
Unless there's an alumni breakfast or something, and Nick has to be there. If there's an
Dude,
alumni breakfast at 9 a.m., Nick won't be done till
we
midnight.
do have real jobs.
Get
We
out
do
of
have real jobs.
Get out of here,
We do have real jobs.
idiots.
But I mean, look, dude, I thought you were going to come at me harder than you did. I thought you were kind of soft there. I was prepared for it.
Okay. We had scrambled eggs and bacon for breakfast at 9 a.m., but you had to work till midnight. So, I don't know. Your priorities are messed up.
My priorities are not messed up. But all right, that's all I got. Like I said, we'll be back with you on Wednesday. Make sure you follow us. For Neil, I'm Nick. We're depressed.
I'm going to cry on my pillow for 2 hours.
You've been listening to the Height Differential. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Give it to me.
Your face looks terrible, by the way.